hear that sound? It's the sound of Brooke's soul trying to come and crawl inside you.
One Piece is a show that stars the main character Luffy, who is the pirate and friend of his 9 other crewmates. The main heart of the show comes from the platonic love between the characters. They are a bunch of different misfits who find unity together as part of the Straw Hat Crew. This group mainly consists of the most traumatized characters in the show, going through horrible events just when they were children. Many have suffered, except for Luffy. Luffy is a simple man. All he wants to do is have freedom, and his whole thing is to fight the government who is taking away freedoms from the people. The Straw Hat Crew are more of a renegade informal organization.
That totally should have been the title of this show. Informal Organization Peace. While we're here, let's analyze all of the major players of this sociology analysis. So we have Luffy, obviously, the captain. He is reckless, he's always hungry, and he will always protect his friends. There's Zoro, he's the swordsman. He's a super serious dude, except for when it comes to directions. But luckily we have Nami, who's the navigator, and then we have Nico Robin, who is basically the main topic of this little analysis here, because she has so much, she has a lot going on. Some other members like Usopp, who's the ranger. There's Sanji, who's the cook. There's the funny skeleton man, but we're not talking about them today. Why would I classify them like that? Well, the Straw Hat Crew isn't so much family as they are a group of crewmates that are working together for the single goal of getting the One Piece, which is basically the MacGuffin of the series. This doesn't mean that every Straw Hat Crew doesn't have a strong bond. In fact, it's the opposite. Just for example, Zoro doesn't even question Luffy's authority. He's the captain. He always listens to his final word. And Luffy, in turn, says that he is a dear companion because he's the swordsman and he's also essentially the vice captain. Not in the navigating part of things, definitely not that. In fact, he's so bad at directions that he's actually on my stage. I don't know how he got there. So, Nami, if you'd take him away, please. Thank you. You see, while they cooperate to find the elusive One Piece, they are not having the same goals. One of them wants to become the greatest navigator. One of them wants to become the greatest swordsman. Like, one of them wants to be the greatest archaeologist. Like, it doesn't... Anyways, just because they share different goals doesn't mean that they don't share a very strong friendship relationship. And this is opposed to by the people that are trying to catch them, the Navy. They're basically the bad guys serving these things called the dragons, and they're just a bunch of rich assholes. So the whole Navy is basically willingly serving these, like, supposedly higher humans, essentially. Actively deter people away from their enforced norms through the bounty system, which is putting a bunch of berries, aka the local money source in One Piece, on people's heads. So people are more willing to hunt down pirates who are just trying to have more freedoms. Well, that on more in a second. Well, that's not entirely true. See, pirates are bad. They're obviously bad. In most media, they're portrayed as just a bunch of thieves, and in this case, that's also true. The Straw Hats are thieves. They take money, they do a bunch of property damage, and they don't stick around for their consequences. Everyone is selfish in some sort of way, but the difference is one are self-serving and one are serving others. It raises sociological conundrums like, well, if you're serving the dragons, then why don't you become a pirate and self-serve yourself? But then if you're a pirate, that means that you're the enemy of basically everyone in the world except for other pirates. Navy has the corrupt dragons, but the pirates also have the mostly corrupt 7 warlords. Of course, if we're talking about the 7 warlords, we have to talk about Nico Robin.
Luffy, 私はあなたの決定に従うけど、海賊の同盟には裏切りがつきものよ。人を信じすぎるあなたには不向きかもしれない。お前、裏切るのか？いや。
Serve under Crocodile, who's one of the 7 warlords in Alabasta, which is like mostly this deserty place, and he has the ability to control sand, and he is extremely powerful. Just watch this clip of him absolutely. Anyways, Luffy wins because of course he does, this is an anime, and Robin joins the crew, but she's not entirely free yet. See, she's always been mostly controlled by herself. She can't let others take responsibility because she always feels like she's the one responsible. CP9, part of the government, takes Nico Robin in order to protect her Straw Hat crew from getting involved with the Buster Call. The last time a Buster Call happened, from what she saw, her whole fucking town and life burned before her eyes, so she does not want that for her new friends. This is really interesting because she's willingly letting herself get captured, and she knows she's going to die because she has too much knowledge, so she's going to probably be privately or even publicly executed. These friends, heck, maybe even her new family is worth fighting for. Now, Nico Robin hasn't been part of the crew for very long at this point. She joined at Alabasta, we're at Water 7, she gets willingly with CP9 in Ennis Lobby arc, and we still have like 20 other fucking arcs. These 2 arcs are the main 2 I'll be talking about today, because Nico Robin is one of the most important characters in my opinion. Her initial bond with them was so strong. She's not even like, she's officially part of the group, sure, but she's not like truly bonded with everyone at this point like Chopper is. And she's still willing to let herself die just for this one friendship because she's never had anything else beforehand, and this is all new to her, so she wants to protect it and keep it safe. But what she doesn't know is that Luffy is Luffy. Luffy will protect his friends no matter who he has to fight in order to do so. He does not care that there is millions of Navy that are trying to hunt him down, or billions of regular people who are just trying to find him and get the bounty. He'll always stand up for his friends. What makes the Pirate Hat Crew different, like any other kind of pirate, is that they don't listen to any kind of authority. They don't care about the 7 dragons. They don't care about the entire navy. They will save their friends if they need to be saved. And here is where this clip comes in. I'll let it play in its entirety.
Oh, now they've done it! Those idiots! You can't fire on a government flag! That's crazy! Those pirates just declared war against the world government! You're all going to die! You morons can't challenge the entire world and expect to win! Yeah? Bring it on!
Robin! There's still something I want to hear you say! Tell me you want to live!
Robin. Robin.
want to die!
The sea's a vast place, so I guarantee someday you'll find friends who won't ever leave you. Believe in Luffy.
But now, if I'm allowed to say my wish, just this once, then I want to live! Take me with you! Take me away from here!
It logically makes sense? Absolutely not. But this is a sociological kind of show. This is not the kind of logical show that you'd see in something like, I don't know, Full Metal Alchemist with, that's kind of emotional. The one, Dark Death Note? No, that's also not. It's most anime. The corny, cheesy, stupid is this whole project that I've been making just some sort of idiotic, never going to work from the beginning sort of project, yes. But this is the core of One Piece. This is the core of my favorite anime. I have to share it. First time One Piece shows its heart like this is in the Fisherman arc. This is what Nami's story is about. See, Nami has been trying to save up a whole bunch of money on the side to get her own town freedom. And she's been trying to hide it from her own family, her own friends, and she's even hidden it from her own crew. See, when she leaves with all of the money, they don't even, register it as a betrayal. They just think, oh no, something is wrong, we gotta go get Nami back. And so, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp go on their very way and don't even expect the worst, even though they just saw her betray them. And honestly, that is what I believe to be the heart of the show. This moment is important because it's the first moment, but Robin's moment where she screams that she wants to live, that is the most impactful thing that the show has ever produced and I think will ever produce. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk.
Listen up! I'm telling you, those people only took us in to capture us!